Everybody, this is Lee Beatty, and I want to welcome you guys to Social Tap Review. Hi everyone, and welcome to this quarter. I thought it was already going. So, hi, my name is Lee Beatty, and I want to introduce you and give you a review of my Social Tap marketing course. I just recently launched it on the JVZoo platform, and I just want to give you a little bit of information about it to help you make a buying decision, or maybe you're on the fence about it, or you're not sure what it is. Don't worry. During this, I know your time is valuable. I'm going to keep it really as short as possible. It's not like any of the other things I've ever done. I'm going to do this really, really quickly. So sorry if I talk fast. So really quick, who am I, and why should you trust me? So I've been marketing online. My name is Lee Beatty. I've been marketing online. I started 7 years ago, and prior to that, I was a field service engineer in the semiconductor field. I was, I supported brands such as Intel, Samsung, some of these major brands like that, as a field service engineer, as a safety manager, things like that. Along the way, while I was working on the road, I actually started my internet marketing journey back in 07, excuse me, I got swindled. I got taken for a lot of money, folks. Like, to a tune of about $15,000. Actually, it was a little bit more. $15,000 was my initial investment. I was actually, I don't know how to say it. I was actually swindled. I hate to use that word, but it was the truth. I was actually. I was sold on what you call a franchise model, of being able to do business online, do web development, things like that. So I started off with very, very humble beginnings. I spent a lot of money, got very little out of it, and it just really kind of sucked for me. So along the way, through my 7 years, excuse me, my nose is itching. Along the way, I was a technophobe first when I first started. So I was not savvy to the internet at all. So when I first started, not only did I spend a lot of money, but I learned a lot of things I just didn't need to know, and this is where Social Tap comes in. I created Social Tap for somebody like me when I first started, for that technophobe, for that person that doesn't maybe have a whole lot of money to spend, that maybe only you have is the money to spend on the course, and you want to use some of the best resources that are online. And luckily for you that you're here, I'm actually going to demo this. I'm just going to kind of go through the sales page. I'm going to show you some of the courses. I'm going to talk about it real briefly, and then you can make a buying decision, because right now, folks, I'll assure you that there are a lot of courses out there. You're probably inundated on a daily basis with Facebook marketing and all these types of things. I'm not making any income guarantees here, because a lot of the reasons why people fail online is because these people that sell them on, I made $30,000, I made $50,000, I made $100,000. People tend to forget that those people have budgets. People have, a broader sense of marketing than maybe you do. They have an actual starting point of when to get in and when to get out. They have experience, and that's something you can't not replace, regardless of who you are. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a course that is written for a new person, but has so many resources in there. It's ridiculous the amount of resources that I actually put in there. I gave this to a couple beta testers, a couple alpha testers, and when I was actually doing this, I have created so many avenues for you to succeed in this, and the starting point of this, as you'll see right now on JVZoo, depending on when you actually watch this, is $7. Actually, I wanted this to be a low starting point, but I put it on a dime sale. So for those of you who are, probably wondering what this is all about, let me go ahead and get to it. Let me go ahead and share my screen and go from there. All right. So just so you can actually see that, if you type in Social Tap Marketing Course Review right now, or just let's just say you do Social Tap Marketing Course, you can see a little bit more of some of the videos I'm done. Right now, you're seeing the video I'm doing right now. But let me go ahead and take you there. Let me just go ahead and take you there, and show you what this is all about, so you can actually see. Don't worry about it. It's bit.ly. It's actually. Sorry about that, folks. So maybe I'll adjust that link for it. Maybe bit.ly's just having some issues or whatever the case. But what this is a course. This is what you're going to see right now on the JVZoo platform. When I did that video, these were all the actual modules I actually included. But what I actually decided to do after I made that initial video was add more to it. And I'm actually going down to the bottom. So folks, if you're having problems establishing a presence online, okay, I'm using Facebook because it's the #2 overall website in the world. Most people are using Facebook wrong. They're not using Facebook fan pages right. And this is why I created this. And believe me, I understand. I've been told how many times how ugly this page is. I intend to completely redesign it. But I wanted to show how anybody can do this. I use all free resources to do this, and that's me right there. That's smiley face me right there. That's actually doing this for you. But let me take you down to the bottom. What you're going to learn in this course. You can read through it. Hopefully the sales copy is good enough, and you know, that was the intent of it. But I'm going to go through each one of these modules because I know your time is valuable, and I'm going to go from there. Saving it in the cloud. Folks, most people are not using cloud-based resources to actually save their information. That's what that module is about. So it's a starting point. That's start A. That's hey, if you're going to do anything, save it in the cloud. Okay? Get your process going, save it in the cloud. And that's what Module 1 is about. Module 2 is mind mapping. I use a very trusted resource or other resources. As I actually begin to sell a couple more copies of this, I'm actually going to put on a webinar, and because I can't guarantee the price is going to stay where it's at right now. You know, anyway. I mind map. I talk about mind mapping. Folks, I didn't know how to mind map. I didn't know how to do any of that for the first 5.5 to 6 years I was online. I didn't even know that, and this is why I included that. It's like step B. It's one of those. It's like step A and step B, step C, however you want to include those. They're in the cloud, but there are ways that you can actually start this process and go from there. Facebook. I use Facebook as my primary means, not necessarily right now, but my primary means to start anything, because realistically, if you're somebody that's looking to start out online, you don't need to spend money in order to make money. And that was the reason why I chose Facebook with this, okay? Because it's the ultimate free resource, in my opinion. Then 22 Social. Folks, they have a paid version and they have a free version. You can watch that video right there, and you can actually, if you want to know more about it, just type in 22 Social review or 22 Social app review, Facebook review, 22 Social Pro features. Folks, I'm the first video on all that, so you can actually see that. You know, it's a great technology. It incorporates very, very well with fan pages, and it's a way that you can actually build a list. It's an actual way that you can actually target to your audience right now using your fan pages and monetize it and build a list at the same time. Really, really great feature. Then I go into niche selection. So, folks, I actually show you everything I'm doing. This is a PDF guide. I actually give you over-the-shoulder training on this, just kind of like what you're seeing right now. A little different format, though. So I go into niche selection, and I talk about the way to choose a niche, and you know, because folks, every niche is not equal, okay? And I talk about the way I choose niche selection and how you can go about searching it. Then keyword research and your demographic, folks. When you're doing selecting a niche and you're choosing the right keywords and you're choosing the right demographic, you got to be able to offer them products. You got to be able to talk to that audience. You got to be able to relate to that audience. So during these couple core modules right here, you're going to learn a lot about you know, keyword research, and might I add that at every one of the ends of each one of these chapters, you're given a chance to actually to use some other resources, similar sites and things like that. It's something that I feel is just an invaluable resource. And then audio. Folks, one of the things I've noticed throughout my journey marketing online is that you can use Facebook fan pages, but why not use other resources where you can provide other ways to kind of vary up your content? And I think using audio is just another way. Using podcasting methods and using audio is a great way to kind of capture your audience and give them something different. Then articles. Folks, this section alone right here, I'm going to show you how I use articles and make them sticky, okay, and how I make them sticky within Facebook. An amazing, amazing, amazing way that I use this, and I will assure you, nobody else is telling you how to do this online. I can do just that module alone. Nobody's telling you how to do this part of it, because I'm using traditional web development, but I'm using it in a way that really embraces Facebook. I love that one. It's something that's really unique. And then images. I show you how to grab royalty-free images, but also how to search for images, because really, folks, you know, people are more visual with regard to their habits that they're, you know, online, and if you got to know how to use images appropriately in here. And I show you a way that I pull images, but there's many different sources in there that you can find. Then memes. Most of you interact with memes right now. You're probably interacting with a meme right now. You've probably liked a meme right now. If you don't know what a meme is, I didn't know what one was until I actually asked the question in a mastermind group, and they're like, yeah, that's a meme, man. And I felt so stupid, but at the same time, I had that aha moment. And that's why I actually included that. And just remember, everything I'm talking about in here is free. It's talking about using free resources. And then PowerPoints. Folks, you want to talk about one of the ultimate ways to get backlinks and high-quality backlinks and get people to your pages? Using PowerPoints is one of the best ways to do that. Well, which leads me to the next step is those same PowerPoints you can create videos from. All right, and I talk about that module in there and how to further engage your audience just a little bit more. Really, really great resource. Then interactive images, folks. As it says right here, it is an absolute game changer. This is a game changer. Folks, I will assure you, I only know of a handful of marketers online who even talk about this right here. And these are multi-million-dollar a year earner marketers, and a lot of them don't even share this resource, or I am. Okay, I'll assure you, this module right here, the interactive images module alone, will change the way you do your marketing online. I will assure you, it's just that module alone I could create the whole course around, but I didn't. So I just wanted to include it because it's my very first course. I want to over deliver here. Then link shorteners, folks. As you can see, like I just showed you how Bitly can be kind of troublesome there with its link shortener. I'm probably going to end up putting it in another link shortener and kind of going from there, because as you can see, it just really sometimes it can be detrimental. Sometimes Bitly gives you issues, but there are other link shorteners out there, and they're free. Okay. Then other traffic sources, folks. This module alone, what I'm showing you in that module and what I go and cover is when you make a post in your Facebook fan page, you got to know how to get those other traffic sources to interact with it and kind of go from there. So that module is going to touch base on other traffic sources. And then outsourcing. I put this in here because anyone that's maybe having some success, or maybe have a little bit of a budget, you got to know how to outsource. And folks, you don't have to make the mistake like I did. I literally hired somebody, and I was taking money out of my pocket, out of my profits, and I was outsourcing and hiring people in a way that was just like it was taking away from my business. It was making me be a technician in my business, even though I was running it the wrong way. So I talk about outsourcing in this module. Really, really great source. And then free traffic sources, folks. There are people that are going to say they don't want to do PPC, and I didn't cover PPC in this course because it's not about that. It's about establishing a web presence online. Okay, but what I do with this free traffic sources, I give those people who want free traffic sources, I uncover that because it was something that I surveyed my audience and I told them about it. And then there's going to be some extras for those of you that jump in on it. As you can see, I just launched it. Somebody's already bought it, which is good. But in here, I'm going to just go to the bottom because I'm going to show you a couple fast action bonuses. I'm going to be giving, for those that jump on this, for the first 20 that jump on this, I'm actually going to be including, the how to keyword research for free. Now, even though I give you the keyword research, that course alone, I break down some of the most ninja ways to do keyword research. That's a course in itself that I'm giving away for free. And then how to Fiverr. Folks, for those of you that are on the edge about this outsourcing, I actually put a course together about Fiverr. That's a great outsourcing platform for those of you that don't know what that is. And then how to find trending niches. Folks, I put these in here because these are free platforms I'm going to provide for you. And these are individual courses I put on a free platform that you guys can check out right now. And the price is right, folks. Everything I've included in here for only $7, I'm practically giving this course away. And it's Social Tap, folks. So let me get back to the screen so you guys can see talking to you live. All right, so there you go. Hopefully that you guys see what this course is entailed. It's 19 modules. 19 modules. It's 48 pages. It's a PDF guide, and it's over-the-shoulder training. Okay, so for any of you that are, probably wondering, hey, what is this Social Tap? Why is this any different than anything else? I will assure you, folks, that nobody is pointing out. There are going to be people in here that are going to say, hey, profit with Facebook, do this, do that, do the other things. What I wanted to do was put a newbie-friendly course together. Okay, I have to state that again, folks, because you're not me. You're not somebody that maybe you don't understand PPC. I mean, PPC marketing in itself, that would just water down this this course. You can do, some of those PPC. What PPC stands for pay-per-click. You can use that on Facebook. And folks, there are going to be a lot of people. If you're like me, I've made all those mistakes. The thing is, if you set this up right, like I'm suggesting that you do with Social Tap, and you do all the things in Social Tap, folks, what this is going to do, this is going to help you take your efforts to the next level. It's going to show you ways to use Facebook marketing like no other. And there's one of the most valuable free Ninja resources in there that, again, folks, I've paid $97 for a course just to get that resource that I'm including for $7. $7. All right, so I can't guarantee this price is going to be around forever. I have not launched the press releases. I have not even got JV partners with this because I'm actually doing a case study with this right now. How you can launch a product, you can put it out there, and use nothing but free resources. That's going to be the next thing that I'm going to actually put out there as a course. But everything in here is free. Outside of Social Tab, you can actually pick up the pro resource for that. I have the pro version of Social Tab, but folks, it's using Facebook and it's unleashing it in a way that some of these courses I've bought, believe me, I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars online, and what I'm practically giving this information away. Because I was initially going to put this same course. Actually, I did it to some beta testers, and they actually said to me, they valued this course at a $497 level. But because I believe in the JVZoo community, I believe in helping new people, I believe in not overcharging. I literally wanted to go in here, put together a video, show you, overview it, and give you the Social Tap review. Because folks, I'll assure you, some of these modules in here alone, I can create courses around just those modules. All right. There are so many ninja things that I've sprinkled in here, so many what you consider golden nuggets. Those opportunity seekers out there who are, on the fence about, some of the things that are being offered out there on the internet. Don't feel that way, folks. Because I'm going to tell you, when I first started, I spent $15,000. That was my very first introduction to the internet, and I got jack and squat. I got swindled. That's why I wanted to offer this at such a low price, because it's an evergreen. It's an evergreen product that literally, Facebook is growing every single day, folks. There are people jumping on Facebook in ways like they never have before. But what I wanted to do was provide a course for somebody like me. That's what the whole intention of this course. My avatar, the person who my demographic for this is somebody who's just starting out online, who is just starting out and wants a really valuable course, for such a low price point, low starting point, and can get them started, can give them more resources, free resources at that, than you could shake a stick at. And for me, a lot of the things that I do online right now, I use Facebook to really drive some of that traffic. Why wouldn't you? It's the #2 overall website in the world. It's the most viral source of traffic in the world, and it's the largest people directory in the world. In the world, the whole wide world, folks. There's over 1 billion people that are using this. They're active users. Those are 1.1 billion with a B active users on Facebook a day. That means that's a huge, huge, huge market that you need to be jumping into, and this is why I created that. I mean, folks, as you'll see, you go through this course, the low starting point is $7. Very, very low starting. I mean, believe me, like I told you, I introduced this to a beta group, and they valued it at $497 just because of a couple of the modules in there alone. And believe me, the amount of money I've spent online, you know, everything I packed in here, I created it so that it could be like a a $500 or $1,000 course, for such a low starting point. And that was the whole intent with it. That was my whole intent, was to help people, and hopefully you're understanding that. So again, Social Tap is created. It's created by me, obviously. It's a way to socially tap into the internet like you never have before. It's using Facebook as your primary source, but everything you're going to learn in here is, believe me, just in some of these modules alone, I'm telling you, I've literally spent thousands of dollars just on some of these modules that I cover, and some of the ninja resources I've provided here are second to none. I will assure you, you're not going to ever find anything like that ever again, not that I know of, without spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So thank you so much for your time. Pick up Social Tap today. Be one of those fast action. Pick up one of those fast action bonuses. I can't guarantee that price is going to stay there forever. And again, I wanted to do a quick review on it because I really, really, I just want you all to know that Social Tap. This is a way for you to socially tap into the internet with such a low price point, and really start to get value out of it in a major way. So again, my name is Lee Beatty, and just remember this, folks. Here's my why. Because a lot of people, what's in it for you? One, you're going to get some of the best. I'll put it to you this way: you're going to get some of the best free resources in here that you've ever come across online. I will guarantee you that. Okay. That I'm for sure about. The second thing I'm for sure about is that a few years ago, when I first started, like I told you, I spent thousands of dollars. $15,000 was my starting point. And what happened was I learned a skill that was not valuable. I learned web development. For me, web development can be really, really good, but when you're a technophobe and you don't know the internet, it's useless to somebody like this. So it took me a long time to grasp it and to get comfortable with it. And then when I did, and I started getting really comfortable, I start ramping and scaling up, I got hacked. Okay, this is why I want to use the ultimate resources, the Facebooks, a Facebook of the world, a 22 Social, other traffic sources, PowerPoints, videos, because everyone, you need to understand that social media is not going to go anywhere. It is only growing by leaps and bounds. Okay, that's the first thing you need to understand. The second thing is, if you're not aligning yourself with that Facebook community, folks, you're leaving money on the table. And third, with all these resources, one of these resources, like I told you, the interactive images module alone is worth $97. And that's not me. I'm not going to quote the couple folks that said that, but that module alone is worth its own course. All right? So I highly recommend you pick it up. It's a great course. I wrote it for someone like me when I first started, somebody who's new, somebody a little bit intermediate, somebody who's having some success, but maybe aren't sure of all the ways to do marketing online. This is why I put this course together. So, folks, along that way, like I told you, when I got hacked, I found out my why. My why is to educate a macro community that funds a micro community that feeds a community. Folks, it's simple. I'm trying to help as many people out as possible have success online, give them quality information, and inundate you with some of the best resources that you can have on the internet, bar none. Social Tap is a great guide. It doesn't matter what your skill level, you're going to find value in this. I wrote this for everybody, for somebody who's just starting day 1 to day 30 to year 2 to year 7. Okay, if you're having success online, and then maybe this course isn't for you. If you're having no success online, that's why realistically, if you can't succeed with what I put on here, you're not taking action. And that's really what this all comes down to. So get this course. It's cheap. I did it for a reason. It's a low starting point. It's a great course for you to start with, and more than just a starter course, it's filled up with so many golden nuggets that you'll see that what I put in here is thousands of dollars worth of content for literally, I mean, it took me a couple months to actually create, and I wanted to do it in a way that didn't make you feel like, hey, if you made $50 million online or 20 gazillion dollars online or not, you know, it's something that's easy to follow. To start step A to step Z. Okay, and most courses this course, I know this because I bought multiple $2,000 courses. I bought many $1,000 courses, and I will assure you, a lot of these they're selling you on crap. All right, these are actionable steps. Take them. That's why I put this together, okay? Because I want to educate a community so they can make money, they can financially establish themselves online, and that's really the whole intent with it. So, folks, thank you so much for your time. Pick up Social Tap today. It's a great course, and I hope you get a lot out of it. Like I said, if you're a seasoned marketer at all, you'll know just with some of the links I've put in here, just some of the Facebook references, some of the ninja resources for Facebook, they're going to help you to SEO and get more engagement on Facebook. That alone is worth more than what I actually what I include for what I actually ask you to pay for the course. So, hey, good luck with that. Take action. Give me some of your results because, again, this is my initial launch, and then once some of the customers start coming in, start giving me some of their results, I'm actually going to be using your testimonials as I repackage this and relaunch this later on. So thank you so much, guys. Pick up Social Tap today, and I'll see you on the other side.